Hello, I'm Colin's Bible, and for this section of Olin College Life Hacks, I thought I'd show you some keyboard shortcuts. I tried to script this a little bit, but unfortunately it didn't work out so well. So I think what I'm going to do instead is just go through basic tasks that I do on a daily basis, and hopefully you guys will pick up some of the keyboard shortcuts, or at least say, "Whoa, how did you do that?" And then I can tell you guys more, and we'll make a big list of keyboard shortcuts. So anyway, without further ado, okay. Be sure to look down on the right here for key presses. Fortunately, I've noticed that some of them I hit so fast you can't actually see where they are, but hopefully I get the majority of them. Okay, so keyboard shortcuts. By the way, you guys should all be using Launchy. It's completely fantastic, and you should get some special folder shortcut add-ons. So be sure, first of all, to make Launchy index all of your folders on your computer that you use for documents. It's really useful, like say I want to pull up something about a project I'm working on. This is one on linear induction. Say I wanted to remember, actually I don't have access right now, but so let's say, let's pretend I had a folder here for StuWeb, since I actually don't have StuWeb at the moment because I'm not at Olin. So let's say I decide that I want to share this presentation, which is pretty large, with someone outside of Olin. Makes it super easy because you just refer to things with, key press. Which are some other cool things? I love Vim. So I actually have a document here that I was making up for lifehacks. By the way, the Shift F10, which can bring up the context menu, it's just fantastic. So I have a bunch of things in there that just go with another key press. A lot of these actually play on the accessibility of Windows. So although these are pretty obvious, if you go hit Alt, you can bring up the mnemonics to the bottom of your menu items. If you're not aware of this already, you can keyboard around. But the thing you should really learn to do instead of using arrow keys is just, I organize my favorites all the time. I actually don't do that, but I do make new folders all the time. I happen to know that's Alt F, W F. It just becomes natural after a while. Okay, Vim, fantastic. It's an old ass text editor from Unix. Keeps getting updated. So it's not completely old. It's just fantastic. I can move up and down in different size chunks. I can go up based on, that's not working right now because I don't have any paragraphs per se. I can move by word. I can select different increments. Let's say that I decided that turn off didn't really fit there. Maybe I want to put it down here for some reason. Oh, whoops! I want to put it above. I could do that too. Let's remove it back. This text editor is just fantastic. Also, something that's really cool: searching. You just hit slash and start typing instead, and start highlighting it, and there it is. Now, usually I say, "Who cares about Vim?" This sounds like something for programmers. Programmers are gonna hack the every little bit of productivity out of it, editing text. I don't care. Actually, it's quite useful. So, here we go. Gmail. These keyboard shortcuts show up a lot in different places. Good place. Gmail. Hold on a second. I'm going to go to one of my offline Gmail things because internet access here is pretty lousy. So, JK, which you may have thought was random if you activated the keyboard shortcuts for Gmail. That actually is holdover from Vim. Now, Vim is not limited to, say, email. There's a great Firefox extension called Vimperator, which will allow you to browse the web with your hands. So let's say I want to click on, where's a random link on this page? So first of all, I'm not moving my fingers off the home row, although you can't see it. Let's say I want to figure out the shortcut for move, and just hit slash move. By the way, if you have Firefox, you can already do this. I'll show you that in a second when it comes up. Anyway, so back on this page, was some random link. So let's say I go through here. So I want to share this on Facebook. So I'm going to hit F. It's going to link everything I can click on. I really want VimFox right now. Yep. We'll do that later. Okay. So I'm going to start typing. Get out of my face. I'll just start typing Facebook. Comes up. Oop, I did it a little faster than I intended. So let's do that again. Okay, so it turns out there aren't many F's on this page. But let's see it. There's got to be a lot of its. So it'll start filtering, so now it's removed a bunch of them. If you hit enter, it'll do the number one option. But let's say, I'm going to keep typing and say, I want stumble it. So I hit that exclamation point, it knows there's only one thing left on the page, it clicks on it. You can scroll left and right. Unfortunately, I can't scroll left and right now. I can go up and down by different increments. This extension is the shit. You should get it, try it out, it's fantastic. Oh, and since I keep telling you about how much I love Vim, let's say I'm writing an email, pretend this is, important text box, writing something long, hit Control I, pull that up in Vim, like real Vim. I can type out, I don't know, blog, and I want to, copy that bunch. Oh, by the way, it has cool things like macros in Vim. Then I hit the normal right quit, it appears in my text box. Way cool. Okay, enough with the Vim. So here we have just normal Firefox. The / define still works. All of the things still work as well. By the way, I love web browsers, and you should too. I use about every web browser under the planet. Let's start with a blank page. Seems like I've killed some stuff. So, we have enough RAM on these computers these days, so you can open up plenty of web browsers, not going to be a problem. And the great thing about here is that I assume most of you know about Alt-Tab. Switch between windows without actually clicking on them on our taskbar. So, problem though is then you have all these icons. You're like, oh damn, I have like 6 Firefox windows open. Which is which? So I do things like say, I'm going to use this for my computer calling at Gmail, my normal Gmail account, and then Chrome I'm going to use exclusively for my own webmail, which I now have switched over to Gmail. And let's say I'm going to use Safari for, I don't know, Remember the Milk, which is very cool. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. Then I have a visual cue here. I mean, you just lose the text, honestly. I'm not going to see that. A visual cue here of which item you're opening. Really handy. Or some other things. So let's say that, okay, you may have seen that I just did something cool, and you probably didn't know what that was, because I forgot to tell you. So, Unix, this is a long holdover from Unix. You don't have internet really anyway. But you have different workspaces.